Well, Jake is younger, right? Adam? Good. He should be afraid. You know what? We prepared him as whenever someone new is on set, and we did it with Misha. We tried to break him in. So now that he's directing, I want to make it very abundantly clear to him how much we can mess with him. So we are trying, and he's as Jensen, he's very interested in directing, and is probably really good at it. They're both bright guys, but I intend to try and mess that up. So wish me luck.
Misha actually just did directed a couple of little shorts. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. My wife was lucky enough to meet him. But she said that he was very good, very professional, had everything, planned out, knew his stuff, and it's funny because that's gonna not work at all when he's
That's gonna be the opposite of what we respond to.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
He's gonna need to beg. He's gonna need to beg and plead. That's all.
It'll be fun. I'm sure there will be many stories to have after that. How about right over here? Yes.
She said, "What do you think about the idea of a supernatural next generation with all of our kids?"
Yeah, there's enough of them. Jeez.
I'll go first to say that I don't like any idea where Misha has the upper hand. So since he already has two,
He's already outnumbered us, yeah.
and we have 1.5, he's outnumbering us. So wait till we catch up.
We're gonna need like a daycare center and the set of Supernatural at some point. This is ridiculous.
Who would run it? Cliff. Cliff, you're playing with babies.
The Manny. Yeah, he already babysits us. I don't know how.
They don't move around as much.
Yes.
Jensen will get this then, if it's a girly question.
Stylist.
I'll go first.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the same answer as our wives.
Yeah, our wives. And my wife, we actually did use a stylist. Her name is Seema, and she's awesome. And knowing how to dress is not really my forte. But Jen, Jen hasn't really been out. We don't get a chance to go out a lot. And we got our little kiddo, so we're playing with him. And the fact that we were going to go to this big award show, and we were nominated for these awards, and we were presenting, and we had to represent everybody, represent you guys. She wanted to look pretty, and she hadn't had a chance since giving birth and dropping all the baby weight to go out and kind of get dolled up. So she enlisted the help of somebody, who then in turn helped me. Yes. And no, the studio did unfortunately not pay for it. I guess they figured you can wear whatever you got.
They pay us enough.
They pay us enough, probably. Did you use a stylist?
Daniil has a friend. We have a friend of ours who happens to be a stylist, and she called her. Joey Tierney is her name, and she was like, "Hey, go to the award show. Can you help me out?" And then by default, I benefited from it because she was like, "Well, what are you wearing?" I'm like, I don't know. I just grabbed something out of my closet. And she's like, "Well, you better show me what it is." So I was like, "Well, I've got this one or that one." She's like, "Yeah, let me go shopping for you." So then whatever it was I wore was because of her.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny is that maybe we had a phone call, but I had no idea. It was completely independent.
Yeah. No,
we spent way too much time around each other. Now we think alike. So, no, thank you very much.
I think my suit actually matched your tie.
They all said you.
Which I'm going to go on record as saying that was a complete mistake.
And I never wear ties. And so when I got to the damn People's Choice Awards, and I finally wear a tie, which I never wear, and now it looks like a suit, I was like, get me out of this damn thing. I'm not going to match. It was
a fun night. We don't get to do that very often. We never really get to do that.
And we flew in that day to go to the People's Choice Awards, and then flew back the next day. And I think some of you even said it on Twitter, I was horrifically sick. So my car pickup was at like 4:30 to go to the People's Choice Awards, and literally at 4 o'clock, I was in bed at the house in a jacket, like shivering and shaking with a fever. So, well, I took some Aleve and bourbon.
It's funny, that's right around the time I got sick.
Yeah, and then he got sick. Yeah, now he's been sick for a little bit. We've had this sort of like the yearly supernatural flu that goes around the cast and crew every year. So I was not the first one to get it, but I was one of the earlier ones.
How can you get one of those?
Come on over.
A supernatural flu? Yeah, come hang out on set for a day.
Yeah, see us in the photo op, you'll get it. No, hopefully we're all clean and flu-free. So, yeah, thank you very much. All right, we're going to go back over this side. Mister? Yeah. No. All right, and then you. Yes, good choice.
You're an idiot.
She has found a skeleton in my closet.
Yes.
Yes.
What is this now? I need to know.
Speech and debate.
A debate team? Is this like mathletes?
I did win an afternoon. Yeah. So yeah, you know what? I was. Jensen, Lincoln Douglas. I did Lincoln Douglas, and I did some duet, or duo interpretation it's called. But yes, I did forensics in high school, and it helped me get where I am today. I probably do.
Get into acting?
Yeah, no, it's very, you know what's funny is it's try not to be theatrical, for whatever sense that makes. My coach, what's funny is we sat behind Matt Bomer at the People's Choice Awards.
All right, calm down.
Handsome fella. I had to keep my wife away. But we sat behind him, and I had never met him. But we had the same high school coach, Mr. Harrison. And so during one of the commercial breaks, he stands up, turns around, and goes, "Dude, Mike Harrison." And I was like, "Oh, cool, you know." But anyways, he did speech and debate. He lived in Houston. I grew up in San Antonio, but my coach moved from Houston to San Antonio. Anyways, there was room for theater, and there was room for kind of more TV, movie style acting. So it's more internal with speech and debate. So don't be too, oh! So, but, what?
It's weird because that's how you act.
It is, sometimes unfortunately. All right, and now I promise that I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. You had a 50-50 chance. You lost the first round.
It's all right. Not right now. Not as of, there hasn't been any. I've heard anything.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors of a new Hughes the anime series and seeing with Red Hood and Supernatural Anime, more stuff is coming up. And I've heard rumors that more stuff is coming up, but I think it takes so long to set it up because of the drawings, and then we've been very busy with the show, and we've had kids, or had a kid, or having a kid. So we've been very busy, so it's been tough for us to...
We're not having it.
No, we're not having it. Not yet. No, don't move that. Get out of here. Take that woo back. No, yes, so we've just been very busy, but I hear they have looked into at least another supernatural anime show.
And I'd love to do some more stuff like that. You know, go on the Red Hood IMDb page and tell them how much you liked me or hated me, whatever. Just give me a review.
But don't call him Jerry.
Yeah.
We're gonna head back to the right side. In the blue.
I think one of the greatest things about the show is it's funny, and it's kind of a dark funny. Do you miss having comedy in the show because it's gotten more serious?
That's a good question. She was basically asking if we miss having more funny episodes. And I feel like we do, especially this year. I love the shows like Bark and the Real Girl. In fact, yeah, and we have Felicia back right now. She's actually in Vancouver. Get her out to these, guys. She wants to come meet you. All right, Burbank. We talk about you guys all the time. She's antsy to come see what it's all about. So get her out here. But yes, so I think we both do miss the comedy. And I think over so many years, we started out on a pretty serious note.
And Jensen is like really takes it to the top.
Oh, yeah.
It's because I'm an idiot.
It's because he didn't do speech and debate in high school.
That's right. I did arts and crafts. I have to be funny. I'm the jester.
That's
Every time you nobody moved where the girl is.
I better get that more life. Yeah, you know, I think one of the things that he and I both like about the show is the balance between the comedy and the dramatic. And I think if it was all either one or the other, it would kind of lose its luster very quickly. So I think that the fact that it is a serious show and the subject matter is pretty dark and serious.
death and devils.
Yeah, and you know, demons and killing things and things that go bump in the night. I think if you just had that all the time, it would be pretty hard to watch constantly on a week-to-week basis. So the fact that they do lighten it up and they do layer in the comedy, I think really makes it nice. Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you. Right there.
Speaking of Bark and the Real Girl, you should mention a little mishap.
What? What?
Bark and the Real Girl is that?
Yeah, all right. Laugh it up. Just seeing the special feature.
There is an epic wipeout, courtesy caught no less in slow motion. So it's not just like, oh, it's a really tight close-up and now it's gone. It's a full-on, wide-angle, whoa! The wind, almost like those, you know those commercials where there's a wind machine and the chicks are doing this and you kind of like, and then people jump up in the background and they're screaming and crying. Yeah. It's that epic.
I remember when I hit the mud face first.
And we all had weapons in our hands, which was tough.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the shot, the very last shot of us, you know, turning around and making the charge, and it was the first step. It wasn't even like I got going. It was just like. And I hit the ground really hard, and really, I remember, and you could see, I watched it on playback immediately because the crew was like in the stitches, just holding over, laughing. And I laid there for like a split second. I was like, for a moment, I laid there, just facing the mud, and I think everybody thought I was hurt. And the only thing going through my mind was, this is going to be on the DVD. There's no way that this is not going to be out there for millions to view.
That was the silver lining, because sometimes you do things you're really proud of, and you don't know if it's going to get cut. Here, we knew it was going to make television.
Knew that was going to make television history. Yeah, but also the reaction, and you'll see this when it comes out, the reaction all of the extras behind us who were all, you know, dressed up and ready to go. It was this, you know, massive charge, and it was like, ah! Oh!
And some were like, do we keep going? I don't know what to do.
Didn't you kick me?
Yeah,
I think you kicked me
I
or
came back and
something.
kicked him.
You're like, hey, are you all right? Yeah, you jerk, help me up.
I did. Well, we were all.
It was very muddy and rainy that day, and I was wearing these stupid
We were in
boots.
We were in leather boots.
Whatever.
Yes.
Next.
Yes, of course.
I know you get asked a lot of questions, Frank's about eating. So I'm going to remind you, back in the dark ages when I was in high school and we did plays that involved eating or drinking, you know that sooner or later when you were on stage, somebody had doctored food that they had to consume. So that was also whatever. You guys ever get that on set? I know you do.
No. No, we never did that.
She's asking if anybody ever doctors somebody else's food or drinks. Is no, yes a good answer? Yeah, not. Anybody here work for Warner Brothers? Okay, yeah, we doctor each other's drinks, but no, we I don't know if we doctor the food. It's almost like that episode of Supernatural where the boys are packing each other. Finally, they realize, man, I'm too vulnerable. If we keep kicking this up a notch, we're gonna be dead.
This is gonna get bad really
It's
quick.
gonna get bad, so we won't mess with this food. The worst we might do is accidentally spill something in each other's drink. Wink, wink, for those who are far away. Yes, that's the most fun. Thank you. Anybody over your call items?
I see somebody with the red hair in their ear back there. How you doing? You're gonna have to speak up though.
Okay, do you get as excited when Ben Edlund is writing and directing as I do?
Yes.
Yes. I just missed. Have you all seen his Comic-Con interviews? We love Ben Edlund, by the way. One of the things we love the most is that he can't finish a sentence without laughing at what he's thinking. You get this idea that there are like two movies running through his head at all times. One is what's currently happening, and the other is like,
What he dreams is happening.
yeah, people getting pies in the face and like slipping on banana peels. Because we'll kind of start a train of thought and then we're like, what is he talking about? But,
Ben is one of our treasured artists on the show, and his writing, his scripts, I think, are been some of the best of the series. So we're very fortunate to have kept him as long as we have.
Yeah.
He keeps pumping out really good stuff, and we'll keep shooting it. All right, we got time for one more, about right there.
I'm leaving.
All right, it's for me to turn your answer. Wait, what? What? He gave an impression of his child being born?
You say that like it's weird.
Was it like this?